Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. This is London Tay coming to you today with another video. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I did mid-back. Well, they're a little longer than mid-back, but I did the locks in layers this time, like kind of shorter in the front. Then once you hit the shoulders, it's longer than that. And then once you hit the back, it's kind of like that stage in between the mid-back and the lower back. And I actually did it on a male this time. So first time doing it, I was super excited. He was so nice, so sweet. But yes, guys, so, okay, his backstory for his hair. The reason why it's looking all crazy, okay, it's because he dyed his hair platinum blonde, and the blonde basically ate off all his hair, okay? He's not ready to cut it yet, so I didn't advise him cutting it. I just kind of like to go off what the client wants to do. Maybe he's just going to try to grow his hair out while his hair is in the protective style. And then, you know, so on and so on. So you see the back is like platinum blonde. However, like the middle is like a weird, like burnt orange color and everything, because he tried to cover up the platinum blonde with black. And then it turns out, you know, like a weird kind of off brown color. Okay. So that's just the backstory. But, you know, however your hair looks, basically, and whatever you're open to, that's what I could do. I could have gave him a good trim, big chop, whatever, but, you know, that's not what he wanted, okay? So, with that being said, this is basically what I'm doing. So he came to me with his hair. It was washed, it was clean. However, it just needed blowed out because it was kind of like dry, matted. So I just put a little bit of heat to it, put some heat protectant on it, put a little bit of heat to it, and kind of just detangled it. I didn't really do it on blowed out hair. I don't have to do these locks on straight hair or blowed out straight hair, okay? It could just be clean and it could be tangle free, and I can literally do your hair. So that's the situation today. I am using the Shine and Jam, of course, to part his hair. I use that on all my clients. It works really well on all my clients. Yes, so as you can see, his back of his head is shorter. But throughout his whole head, since his hair is basically short throughout his whole head and he wants mid-back length, I want to add some length to his hair in order to basically add the same length as a mid-back or a lower back. Okay, so I'm using the Cuban Twist Marley hair. I'm using only one pack of the Cuban Twist Marley hair, and I don't use one strand per braid. I literally get one strand, cut it in half, and then that half piece, I'll just take 1/3 of that half piece per braid because I want his hair still to be lightweight. I don't want it to be heavy or bulky. And Cuban Twist has a tendency to be bulky and heavy because of how dense the hair is. So that is what I'm doing to add length. Some parts of his head, I'm going to add it more close to the root. And other parts, I'm going to add it more close to the mid shaft of the strand, because, you know, you don't want so much tension at the root if you can help it, okay? So that's basically what I'm doing. I'm doing free parts all throughout his head. And yeah, so whenever I'm ready to install the locks, I will come back to the video. Oh yeah, and I apologize in advance for the lighting issue. It has like warm lights and then it goes to cool lights. I actually had the room light on this yellow light, a warm light. And, you know, I had the ring light on, but I didn't have it super bright. So basically the video caught some of the white light and then caught some of the warm light. You know, that's basically what the situation was.
I want to be selfish with you. I only want to see the truth. I want to eliminate the unnecessary. My vision's never been so clear. You've arrested my attention.
Okay, y'all. So as I did a couple locks, I got the feel of how I'm going to do everything. So yeah. So basically I use the same hair every time: a passion twist, a water wave, crochet hair every single time. Honestly, it doesn't even matter the brand. However, my favorite is Free Tress. That's one of my favorites. And on Amazon, it's another brand that I really like that I will definitely link in the description box below. And yeah, I love when that company sends hair, or I love when I can, order hair from that company, because I just really like the softness and everything of the lock. It makes it so much easier to wrap and everything. It doesn't get tangled, etc. So yes. So I don't know if you guys watched my super detailed video on the blonde locks, but basically here's a rundown of what's going on. I crochet a piece of the water wave hair onto the roots. I wrap the roots 3 times, and then I start to butterfly the lock, okay? Wrapping the lock 3 times on the root secures the roots, okay? As I am wrapping, I'm starting to stick my thumb through the wrap part that I'm doing. I have one hand where I'm holding one half of the strand of free tress, and that's also holding the Cuban twist that's attached to the client's hair. I'm left-handed. I like to wrap with my left hand. I suggest you guys wrap with your dominant hand as well, okay? I wrap tight, okay? And I wrap close together. That is something that you should pay attention to in regards to not letting your lock slip. Now, I used to just secure my lock with one piece of hair after I'm done with the lock, but that takes a lot more time. And I found out how to basically prevent the lock from slipping is to wrap close together, okay? So when I'm doing the thumb methods, I wrap tightly before the thumb, and I wrap tightly after the loop has been created, and that secures the lock, okay? I like to seal with nail glue, but I don't seal with nail glue a lot of times like I used to as I get more advanced with the style. Excuse me. When I get more advanced with the style, as I'm getting more advanced, I'm changing up methods and seeing what works best for me. I recommend you guys to do the same. Everybody doesn't have the same technique, and the same technique does not work for everybody. It took me a while to get the thumb method down packed. Now that I do, it's a lot easier, okay? So don't expect to get it on the first time around, okay? But people say wrap loose. I suggest wrapping tight, because wrapping loose is already slippery hair, and if you wrapping loose, that just encourages it to slide down and slide around the lock, okay? And the lock does not last. Then you're gonna be fixing all your clients' dreads, okay? So yeah, so I'm sticking the thumb through, and when you stick your thumb through, you use more of the hair. So I end up using like 2.5 and sometimes 3 pieces of this hair on the client. Fun fact though, y'all, I ran out of hair, right? So oh my gosh, when you run out of hair, it's terrible. So you really have to improvise. So all the hair, that extra hair that I cut off on the ends before I wrap the ends, I just had to like literally use those little pieces of hair. And then I had to use a combination of Cuban twist hair just to kind of finish out the locks, okay? I think it was like 4 that I end up having left that I ran out. And that's only because I use like 3 strands on a lot of locks, okay? Yeah, so I butterflied it a lot, and that's just kind of how it ended up working out. But I don't think I recorded it because I think I was like kind of panicking around that time. Like, oh, shit, what I'm going to do? What I'm going to do, because I ran out of hair. What I'm going to do? I don't know what to do. I got to figure it out. So I started like going through my stash. I found a few pieces of hair that was cool, but then I still had like 4 locks left. Y'all, I think I had like 9 locks, and then I had 4 locks left after I used up hair, the extra hair. So yeah, y'all, I really had to improvise. But when that happens, use something kind of similar to the hair that you've been using. Like I had extra Cuban twist hair, so I used like a thin strand of Cuban twist hair and then the thumb method. It looked a little rough in those spots, but after I did that, I would like find little pieces of the free tress hair and wrap that around at the top over the Cuban twist hair, so it won't have that dull look, so it all be kind of like it flows together, okay? A lot of people don't tell you that, like, what to do if you run out of hair, like, da-da-da-da. Just try to use the same method with some other hair, okay? Okay, hopefully you got some other free tress hair or something like that. But yes, guys, so you see I got the thumb method, and the thumb method is going. I basically stick my thumb through, like, every time. That gives it the super butterfly look, but that makes your lock run out way quicker than it would, okay? So that's just something to take into accountability. I bought 7 packs of hair. I should have bought 8 packs. I didn't think about, the mid-back too, but I've used mid-back. I did mid-back before, and I only used like 6.5 packs. So But with this client, you know, I just wanted to do something a little longer, okay? So I really did it longer than mid-back, in my opinion. It was like between mid-back and lower back. So that takes into accountability of me running out of hair. And yeah, so I suggest for this style to use 8 packs. Yeah, 8 packs would have definitely just sealed the deal and everything. Yeah, so that's that. And when it comes to the ends, you guys are gonna be able to see how it's till the end later on in the video. Just not right now. Right now it's just up close and personal, okay? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just watch and learn. Just kind of, I feel like when these videos, you just gotta kind of look at over and over again so you kind of get the concept. One tip I can say, whenever I do the butterfly lock, like stick my thumb through, I wrap before my thumb, and then I have my thumb create the loop, and then I like to use my thumb, that same thumb, and push the loop up before I wrap under the loop. That way the loop doesn't get caught up in the wrapping, and that way I still keep the loop, okay? But like I said, you have your own methods. You will find out your own methods of what you feel is best and what works out best for you, okay? This is just a guide to show you guys how I do it, okay? Yeah, so so I use a nail glue. After I'm done wrapping with my dominant hand, that piece I like to go down and just wrap back up and finish it off like that and just wrap tightly. I don't really use a nail glue anymore on that part, but I do use a nail glue to seal whenever I pinch the ends and fold it up. Yeah, I like to use nail glue to seal that part. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, just enjoy the music, and I will talk to y'all in my next video. Bye. Love ya. Mwah.
All the focus is on you. It doesn't matter what's around us, 'cause baby, you've got me blind too. All those other people, all those other people It's always been the sound of you that soothes me. It's always been the way you smell that makes me feel at home. And I just wonder if we'll keep on growing. Will it make a difference if we're caught up in a storm? 'Cause like the rain we will fall, we will move on too. And there's no need for shelter on days like this. Like the rain we will fall, we will move on too. And there's no need for shelter on days like this. We gotta give our love those deeper, deeper roots. We gotta give our love those deeper, deeper roots. You know the sunshine ain't the only thing that we're working through. We gotta give our love those deeper, deeper roots. It's always been the sound of you that soothes me. It's always been the way you smell that makes me feel at home. And I just wonder if we'll keep on growing. Will it make a difference if we're caught up in a storm? 'Cause like the rain we will fall and we will move on too. There's no need for shelter on days like this. Like the rain we will fall and we will move on too. There's no need for shelter